As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we have such an exciting episode, as we're making a dish that's perfect for a busy weeknight, as it comes together so quickly, yet elegant enough for a relaxed weekend lunch. We're talking creamy marry me salmon. And like I've told you in the past, the term marry me in a recipe basically means that it's so good that when you serve it to someone, they are supposed to propose to you. But seriously though, this dish is filled with so many great textures and flavors. It's very easy to make. And the best part, it's all done in 30 minutes using just one pan for a very easy cleanup. Folks, serve the salmon next to some roasted potatoes, a garden salad, and a bottle of Spanish white wine. You can have yourself a fabulous meal. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here is what truly makes a difference. You can get the Spanish one I'm using from Biazzo in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to add in 4 salmon fillets over some paper towels, all in a single layer, and pat them completely dry. Size of the fillets that I'm using are 4 ounces, which is about 115 grams each. And for this recipe, I'm using fresh salmon, but you can also use the frozen stuff. Just make sure to fully thaw it out beforehand. And then we'll season the salmon with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And you want to make sure to do this on both sides. Once the oil is nice and hot in the pan, we'll add in the salmon fillets. You want to make sure they're all in a single layer and skin side down. And we're going to go for about 3 minutes per side here until the salmon is just cooked through. After about 6 minutes and the salmon fillets are just cooked through, you don't want to overcook them. Remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now using the same pan with the same heat, let's make our creamy sauce. I'm going to add in 1 small onion that's been finely chopped and 5 cloves of garlic that have been roughly chopped. And we'll mix the ingredients around continuously, that way they don't brown too quickly and it all evenly sautés. After about 2 to 3 minutes and the onions are slightly translucent, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, which is about 9 grams. And we're going to continue to mix this and go for about 2 minutes on the flour. This is enough time to cook off the raw flavor in it, that way it doesn't overpower the flavors of the sauce. After cooking the flour for about 2 minutes, it's time to add in the spice mix, which is what gives this dish that beautiful lift of goodness. I'm going to start by adding in 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1 gram. We'll also add in half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is half a gram. Half a teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is a little over 1 gram. And a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, which is a little over half a gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. And I tell you, by adding in the spices and herbs right now, it's going to make them nice and aromatic. Then we'll add in 1 cup of milk, which is 240 milliliters. I'm using low fat, but you can also use full fat, non-fat, or even plant-based milk. And we'll also add in 3/4 cup of vegetable broth, which is 180 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even beef broth if you prefer. And we're going to continue to mix this and go for a few minutes until we end up with a slightly creamy sauce. After about 5 minutes, and we've ended up with a slightly creamy sauce, I'm going to add in half a cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes that have been packed in oil, which is about 55 grams. We'll also add in 2 tablespoons of grated cheese, which is 15 grams. I'm using a Spanish manchego, but you can use whatever cheese you like. A 1/4 cup of chopped fresh basil, which is 5 grams. And squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, which is 10 milliliters. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll add the salmon fillets back into the pan, once again, all in a single layer. And then lower the fire to a low heat and simmer this between 2 to 3 minutes or until the salmon is heated through. Then we'll remove the pan from the heat and we'll serve it directly out of the pan. Check it out, our creamy marry me salmon is done. Easy to make. restaurant quality presentation, and all done in 30 minutes using just one pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, creamy marry me salmon. It smells absolutely delicious in this kitchen. Can't wait to try this. Without spilling any, of course. Moment of truth, here we go. This is not even fair. Here, take a piece. Absolutely delicious. That is right on the money. The salmon is beautifully cooked. It melts in your mouth. That cream sauce taking this to the next level. And the rest of the ingredients with all the spices and herbs, giving it the perfect balance of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to some roasted potatoes, a garden salad, and a bottle of Spanish white wine. More specifically from the beautiful region of Rías Baixas, you're gonna have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Jean, Maybeth Robles, and Emily Hamilton. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.